Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We are also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebar2go.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily podcast about everything bourbon delivered every day of the week. Today on the show, we discuss what it looks like when allocations are lifted. My name is McNew. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Jeff Andruzzi and Kathy Cool.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Hey, guys.
Hey, everyone.
Hey, the audience didn't see it, but the allocations was in quotes in the introduction. So yes, because I think the allocations have always been kind of, BS. So we'll talk about that, though. That's all gone. We're past that, at least on the regular Buffalo Trace here in St. Louis. Kathy and I, being in this market, we'll talk a little bit about that, what it looks like these days, and we'll get to that after the break. For right now, though, McNew said there's something she wanted to talk about. What is that, McNew?
Okay, so I was very used to my old backyard that was fenced in. I had a very nice deck. It was very cozy out there.
Yes.
So after work every day, I would just take my dogs and I would have a cocktail or just a bourbon neat wine or whatever I wanted for the day. And I would sit out there for hours because I'm stuck inside all day, like clacking away, sending my cute little emails. But I want to be outside after work. And now I live in a townhouse and there are townhouses behind me and it is only like 10 feet away. And now I still like to sit outside. Like I have a cute little patio that I will sit on.
Sure.
But now people walk by because the parking lot is right next to me and they're just like, girl, you're always outside. And I'm like, yeah, it's summer. Why wouldn't I be outside? And I feel
Why wouldn't I be outside?
Is it weird to sit outside when your neighbors can see you? I don't know. I'm just ignore me. You don't have to say hi. I don't give a fuck. I'm not begging you to hang out with me. I'm just chilling outside because I was inside all day. I feel like I'm weird now because every time somebody walks by, they're like, you're out here every night. I'm like, yeah, that's what I do. I don't know. Right. They make me feel like I'm weird. And I'm like, why is this? I'm just sitting there watching TikToks or Reels on my phone. And you're how's it different? How is it different?
Leave me alone. Go away. We need to get you some sort of room divider fence that's temporary.
That's like bamboo.
It doesn't bother me that they can see me. Apparently, they're just like, you're always out here. I'm like, do you want to be out here? Do you want to schedule some time so you can have your own alone time outside? Because I never see you outside. But if you want that, we can do that. But it's so, I don't know.
It seems like one of those lame dad ways of making conversation.
Right.
And acknowledging your presence.
Yeah.
Sure.
Maybe they feel rude not saying anything.
Or maybe they were like, I'd like to talk to her.
Yeah.
It's my icebreaker. Yeah. This is my move. Here's my move.
That's a great move.
That's a great move. Yeah.
There was actually one girl, she lives a couple townhouses down, and she was just like, hey, you were out here with a whole bottle of wine last night? And I was like, yeah, I do that sometimes. And she's like, that's really awesome. And I'd be like, I was really like, you can join me sometime. I don't care. And she hasn't. So I was like, were you asking for like an invitation? Because you have one, but you haven't showed up. So I'm just going to drink my bottle.
That's on her. Yeah.
Is there some homeowners association rule that you're skirting or kind of on the fringe of?
Not that I know of. Like, I mean, there are quiet hours. Like, so it's quiet 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. Like it would be anywhere. And I'm like, yeah, I usually like go inside when it.
Are you wrapped up by 7 or are you still out there? I mean, by 11 or are you still out there?
Sometimes I hang out there a little bit longer, but I'm not loud. I'm not weird.
Not loud.
Not being disruptive by any means.
Right.
But like usually when it's dark, I'm like, all right, like single girl outside by herself should probably go in. So I do try to like go in.
Do the bugs not get you? Is there no mosquitoes or any of that kind of stuff you got to deal with?
It doesn't really bother me.
Doesn't bother you?
Oh my gosh, the mosquitoes, they love me.
Nope. The freaking hover bees, though, this last week have been more annoying than those. But no, I just let.
No, do you have any? You got your mini pool or anything at this place?
No, I can't do that here.
You can't have a mini pool. What if it was a kiddie pool? Could you have a kiddie pool?
Okay, so there's a girl that has a kid a couple doors down, and they have a kiddie pool, but that's different than me getting in a kiddie pool. I'm going to cause a scene.
Could you have a couple of 5-gallon buckets with some cool water in them you can put your feet in?
But I just don't know why people, because I never see anyone else outside, and I'm like, these aren't bad little patios. I mean, they're just like close. They're not bad. And I'm like, nobody's ever outside. And they're just like, girl, you're always outside. I'm like,
well, it's been kind of hot lately.
That's fine. I'm just stuck in, like, I want to be tan. I want to be outside.
I want to be tan. I want to be outside. Yeah.
Then you do you and don't apologize for it. And when they keep saying, you're always out here, say, yes, I am.
Be the weird neighbor. I don't want them to be like, oh my God, what is she doing? I have like a little patio set with 2 chairs. And like when I'm alone, I'm just like, I put my feet in the other one and I just like kick back and hang out with a drink and like, roll on my phone.
All right. Now, if you can, McNew, get us into their world for a second. They're at the office and they're talking about you. What are they? How are they referring to the person they live by?
I don't know. They're like
the drunk that sits outside all night.
All night watching reels.
We got this drunk party girl that is out every night. Yeah.
I don't know what they think.
But they're talking. They're gonna say that this is a pre-spinster phase. She's gonna be a little old lady alone. 30 years from now. That's what
also like when my friend is here, like we sit outside because he was like, I like sitting outside too, and we just sit out there and drink, and he'll be like 7 beers deep and they're like stacking up on the table. I'm like, those gotta go in, this just looks bad. So I will take those all and throw them away. And he's like, it's not
very judgy.
Yeah, very.
I'm really surprised that you care what people think it looks like.
Well, I just don't want them to like go to management and be like, like I had an HOA and I was just like, fuck the HOA. But like now I'm just kind of like, ooh, property managers are different. And I don't like this property management company. I've already like yelled at them several times.
You're not really doing anything wrong. It doesn't sound like. I mean,
I'm not, but they actually, I'm just like
different than all the neighbors.
Yeah. I like being inside watching TV, playing video games, have at it. I want to sit outside and mind my own business. That's all I'm doing.
What's the age? What are the ages of the neighbors?
Some of them, so there's a lot of families here. I think there's like some single moms. Like they seem my age or younger.
Okay.
Like not a lot of old people. My neighbor is actually quite old, but she has like teenage kids. But everybody else is like my age or younger.
Okay.
So I'm just like, why don't
you think it'd be a good time going on there? But I don't know.
They're weird. They don't come outside, and now I feel weird because I'm outside.
Okay. Oh.
So do you have a little yard too? Is there grass?
Yeah, there's kind of a yard, but like not really enough that you would do anything. It's very hilly. So like I'm like kind of up on a hill. And then my patio is flat, and then there's like a steep hill that goes down, and then there's a steep hill 10 feet away to the next row of townhouses.
Okay.
So it's not like the dogs are out there with you or anything?
No. I've tried, like, Saint has never liked a tie out. Like I could just he whines. Like if I put him on a tie out that's like screwed into the ground,
he wouldn't go for that.
Doesn't like it, so I won't do that with him. I've tried to have Oakley out there with me, but he just wants to sit in my lap, and it gets real fucking annoying and hot. So I'm like, you can go back inside too. So I don't really. I walk them. I like take them out for their time, but they're going right back in.
Okay. It's interesting. So, yeah, we've all seen that Natalia thing, and we know what is considered Indiana hot. So, it's clearly McNew's way above that. So, you would think everybody would want to come in and hang out with her.
I know. You'd think the guys would be lined up.
Right,
like,
yeah.
I brought a bottle of this.
Right.
Is it the ladies? Is it the ladies that are talking to you?
Yeah, I always talk to more girls.
Yeah, they're trying to scare you back inside.
Maybe they're threatened.
Yes,
they're insecure.
Yeah, you need to go inside.
No, I am going to imagine that the ladies are not being insecure, and that they're going to lift up their other lady friends and other women in the world.
That's not how it works.
And
she was just like, you were out here for the whole bottle of wine. I was like, yeah, come join me whenever you want. I'm out here almost every night.
Right. Okay. Yeah, party girl. I think I would assume they assume you're just a big time party girl. I would guess.
Yeah, I'm literally.
But she's just sitting having a cocktail.
Yeah, but what does a party person do when they don't have a party to go to? They're sitting outside drinking.
And they're in bed eating French fries.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure. So
I'd start drinking right out of the bottle. You give them really something to talk about.
It's true.
I don't understand. I don't want to be a weird neighbor, I guess was my whole point, but they make me feel like I am. I'm like, y'all are indoor people. I'm an outdoor person. Well, I'm not like trying to go on a hike, but I want to sit outside.
Right. Yeah. Not physical.
Not outdoorsy here.
Right. Yeah. Fair enough. On that note, it's time to drink. What is everyone drinking? I'll go first because I don't think I'm going to be much of a factor here. I got a very old bottle of Boxing Bear. The first one, the reading chair one. So let's see what we got. Yeah. Barely anything left in that cork. Barely audible. That's our lead, though. If everyone does samples, I'll be fine. We'll see how it goes. Up next is going to be Jeff.
I have a bottle of Cedar Ridge bottled in bond.
Okay.
Yummy.
Okay, that was excellent. Despite the little slosh at the end.
There was some slosh at the end.
Yeah, admittedly. All right, next up is KK.
Okay. I'm going to drink some of this Old Monroe maple syrup cast finish.
Okay, the classic.
I think I've opened it twice, so maybe it's got some cork in it.
That was okay, but not as good as Jeff's. Last but not least is McNew.
Have some
1K, no C's.
No, I have.
I thought you hated C's. I assumed you changed your name to McNew.
Well, that would look stupid as fuck. No. And it's a little C. It barely even counts. It's a little C.
She likes a little C.
McNew.
Everyone saw a little C is okay.
More often, it's the big D that gets you.
Oh no.
I mean, if you start it, we can take it there.
All right, McNew.
1992. I don't think the cork's going to do it.
Nah, it really didn't. So Jeff takes that one. So cheers to Jeff.
Cheers everyone.
Jeff.
2 for 2, Jeff. So
right.
You're doing good. All right, we'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to be talking about St. Louis being a land of Buffalo Trace by the Pallet. How exciting is that? We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of Executive Bourbon Steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your Executive Bourbon Steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your Executive Bourbon Steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in the spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com. And now, back to the show.
This is Kathy Cole. You're listening to the Bourbon Daily.
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're talking about Buffalo Trace by the Pallet.
Yes, we are. So there was this kind of idea, this notion, if you will, that Buffalo Trace was hard to get. I always knew where to get it. I was going to go to the grocery store and there's plenty there, but people were always under the impression that it was impossible to get. And then a Buffalo Trace comes out and says, not anymore. We'll sell you as much as you want. So what happened was literally every store in St. Louis, liquor store, grocery store, all just bought a pallet of it. Came with a cool buffalo. I'll give them that credit for that. It's got the very cool buffalo display piece. I want one of those if anybody's got one. But and everybody's just posting in the St. Louis Bourbon Society pages and all that, just photographs of pallet after pallet after pallet, and people are losing their minds saying, I got to go out and get some of that, and this is great. And I think it's kind of crazy to me, because why would you lose your mind over that?
Because they've been programmed.
Okay.
By the other taters.
Yeah. The programming worked, right?
Whatever. Yeah.
It was effective.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, genius. It seems like genius, and now, to me, when I'm seeing this too, and then not more than 3-4 months ago, locally here, you'd see it on the shelf, and there'd be a handwritten side limit of 1.
Yeah.
For the Buffalo Trace, and now there's some on the shelf. I haven't seen a pallet yet, but it seems like Buffalo Trace is this a way to move a bunch of product in a short time?
Yeah, I think so.
Certainly are. They did. When you see the pallets, it's out there.
Yeah.
So is it gonna? The question is, what comes next? Is it gonna all sell? Is it
right?
Are people walking out of there with a couple of cases each?
So that's a good question. How long do you think after it's available like this does the interest die down?
I don't know. Because, here's the other thing, as they've been posting the pictures of the pallets are selling out. So they're buying. It is being bought.
It's getting right.
So what happens next? I don't know if the stores then buy another pallet, if they just assume every time we can do this. At some point, we're going to just see the stuff sitting around like crazy, I would guess.
But I feel like even though it's summer, this is a smart time to buy stuff like Buffalo Trace, because, it's a good cocktail bourbon. So, if I was having a Halloween party, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's Eve, I want a shit ton of it because I don't go back to cocktails. I would stock up now if I saw it like that.
So, McNew, if you're Sazerac to counter this, do you let it go dormant for a little while? You hit it hard here in the summertime, and then maybe you leave it till like November when you're talking about holiday parties and that
Because
gifts.
that's
And
also
or maybe
when,
you don't see it again for a little while, and then you just dump it again. Hey, everybody, you can buy a
that's
pallet and
also
then
when
buy.
they're like releasing their special stuff. Like BTAC's going to come out in the fall. So yeah,
Right.
I'm going to push Buffalo hard, real hard, Buffalo Trace real hard, like August through October, and then take it away and give you my special things.
McNew may be right. That
It's
may be
good.
what we
It's a
see.
good plan.
It'd be a strategy, yeah. Yeah, I don't think you just want to keep sending out pallet after pallet after because it's going to it'll stall, and then you don't want it to stall.
But
It worked out really good these initial pallets because they're going, so and most of them are gone.
people are scooping it up. They're probably buying like 3, 5, 10 bottles at a time. Great. I'm definitely taking that. Probably like that last week of October. I'm taking it away, so you get you like, oh my god, where did it go? And then
Right.
they buy anything they can get their hands on. So
Yeah. What do you think? Is it a best practice to just avoid anything that is being sent in by the pallet? I mean, I feel like if it's so mass marketed, you can buy it by the pallet. Do we really want that at that point?
Well, I
Louise,
think in this case, like McNew said, it's a solid thing to have around.
Uh-huh.
I want it for cocktails and hosting
Okay.
and stuff like that. I'm not gonna like. I mean, it's not anything you feel bad about being poured into a cocktail and you're not embarrassed.
I don't disagree with that. I just don't feel like it was ever rare, like they said, and so I don't feel compelled. Not that I don't have a bottle of Buffalo Trace here. I certainly probably have more than one in all these bottles I've got, but I don't ever feel compelled to be like, "Holy shit, I got to buy 6 bottles of this."
Yeah, no,
Right.
and I
No,
understand that too, Steve.
Yeah.
But
But
there are people who do where they're just like, look what I got my little gremlin hands on today. People
Right.
still get excited about it, even though we think they should know better. A lot of people don't yet.
Yeah.
the hype has been built up, so people are looking for it. It will die if they tried to keep flooding the market. Yeah,
Yeah.
it certainly will die. So maybe it's an ebb and flow. Maybe it's
Yeah.
I don't know what comes next,
Yeah.
but
They played
is
it right
funny,
here.
though.
Yeah, so it's funny to watch the game play out because there's people and teams that are making these decisions that are okay. What do we do now? This worked really well. Those pallets are all gone. Do we send everybody another one? Say they've been released where they can get another one?
I mean, so there
The
is,
greed's hard to stop, right?
it
But
is.
you got to be disciplined, I think, to keep
But
You
the
do.
interest in going.
And
Yeah,
I think Buffalo Trace is smart enough to know that.
Oh, yeah.
Look at how they built up.
exactly.
Please.
All their stuff. Look how they
Everything.
built up everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
choosing where it goes. Like, so you're seeing it in St. Louis. I really haven't looked around Indy, but like, are other states like getting neglected a little bit? And
Yeah.
they might get it later.
I
So
think
like,
that's what you would do. Yeah, it's just rotational.
oh,
Yeah.
you see, like
Okay.
St. Louis is bored. It's not selling like it did. Let's move it to like Arizona or like
Right.
wherever. You know, like you may just bop it around a little bit.
Yeah. Okay, Denver, guess what? You're not allocated anymore. You want a
Exactly.
pallet? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah. We want a
Take
pallet.
one, yeah.
They might just switch
Yeah,
it around.
whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kathy said it right up front. It was we're conditioned. We, the bourbon buyers,
Correct.
are conditioned to be looking for that when it's there. So I'm guessing there are people that have hoarded a bit, and they're going to figure out, oh boy, now what do I do with all this? But
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
But if they play their cards right, this could play out a long time before
True.
it oversaturates and
Right.
we
Yeah.
get overstimulated and
Yes.
forget about it.
Yeah, but again, I have all the faith in the world that Buffalo Trace is good at this and they'll manage it well. I think the initial thing for many of us is you just want to make as much money as you can, right? Send everybody another. Those pallets are gone. They're ready to buy another one. I'm sure. Send it, and so it's hard not to do that, right? That's very
would
hard.
be,
When
yeah.
you're leaving that sort of money, it's like I don't know how many stores in St. Louis bought a pallet, but there was a lot. So say it's 50 stores. 50 stores of a pallet of a whiskey, that's a lot of money coming in. To say, no, we're not going to do that. But again, the idea is we're going to do it other places. We'll create demand there.
Yeah.
And then by not selling it to St. Louis right now, just they're going to want it even more the next time we have it. And that's what you got.
Yeah, the
And
long game.
they know how to
You
play
always
with
got to play the long game. Yeah.
because like they'll get a pallet and like some dude will be like, hey, I got this here, and then his buddy will go 2 weeks later and be like, they didn't have any, so I asked the manager about it. manager's going to go to the distributor and he's going to be like, hey, we need more. They're asking.
Right.
So they know exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, they do. They're good at it. So yeah, and they don't. They certainly cash in on greed, but they don't succumb to all the greed that is out there. They play their cards so well. So yeah, it's always a fun thing to watch, and yeah, I'll be interested to see. Again, because I'm part of groups that would show me if all of a sudden this hits in a Colorado or something like that.
Sure, right.
Yeah. Are they just
have
doing
we?
this around the country?
Has anyone seen it anywhere else, or has it just really been St. Louis or Missouri? I don't know if I'm in any groups that would.
It's been in Kentucky, but I'm in Texas groups. I haven't seen it hit in Texas yet, so
Okay.
I would assume that'd be huge too once they decide to open up Texas like that. So yeah, I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's happening everywhere. I'll say that. So it does seem tactical. So
Yeah.
So should be fun. Hopefully Minnesota will be next for you, Jeff.
Hey, there's not a limit one on the shelf, but
Well, there you go. All right. Well, we'll wrap this one up as you always do by talking about where people can find us. We'll start with KK. What do you got?
You can find me on Instagram at KK Cask Strength.
All right, Jeff.
I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and the Cigar Dojo, Jeff Andreezy, 2 I's and 2 Z's.
All right, McNew.
On Instagram at McNew ABV.
For me, I'm an easy guy to find at Steve Akeley, Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website. I think it's abvnetwork.com. Check it out. Everything that we do is out there. Also, come by and see us, the ABV Barrel Shop, the place where you can try before you buy. We're online, abvbarrelshop.com. McNew, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I'd like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review. That includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. And if you like what we're doing, we ask that you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
Great job today, gang. Finance will have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Peace. Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing. The ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you are in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.